Going on, crew? It's your boy back again with another breakdown. This is a big one, 9 games, not too crazy. I'm gonna try to do it real quick, real easy, and try to generate that lineup and see what we could get going for today. All right. Weekend kind of sucked. A lot of blowouts. That's annoying, right? We had a lot of blowouts, injuries, last minute injuries. Flipping Nerlens Noel. I've been raving about Noel. I was just hoping for that day when I know he's gonna get minutes. And then after it was too late, we realized he was starting. Oh, I would have ate that up so nice, but so what, man? Let's go. Indiana versus Portland. That's the first game we'll talk about. On the Indiana side, Oladipo. I think his price was in like the 7s. Yeah, it was like 7. What was it? The last game, 77. Everybody jumped on it. Oh my God, I gotta get Oladipo in there. So they did that because, especially with no Tyreke Evans, people thought that his usage would go up, which it did. I mean, he dropped 42, not bad. For 86, I'm not going there, especially a day like today where so many options, so much value. I just not feeling like Oladipo is what I want. Tyreke Evans is back for 1. For 2, his team is so deep they don't really rely on him that much. And for 3, we're basing it on last year's production, which he was going on for 50 and 60 in some games. But last year, they didn't have Tyreke Evans, which is a very good player who can demand some usage. All right, so we got to watch out for that. You still got Bogdanovich. You still got this guy here. Sabonis is emerging. We still got Collison, Corey Joseph. All these guys are getting minutes. So I'm not quick to pay $8,600 for Oladipo. I just don't think that it's necessary. All right. Or anybody else on this team. Sabonis is now $6K, which is a decent price for him. I'm not gonna lie, but they don't seem like they're ready to give him the keys over Miles Turner. All right. They don't. I don't see him doing as much as I need for him to do for that 6K. So I'm not in any rush to go there. Right. And on the Portland side, a lot of people are gonna love Damian Lillard. I would say use some caution with Damian Lillard. Lillard is the type of guy when his team is down, he'll just go off or he'll try to rally them back. He's like a Kemba Walker kind of guy this year. His shots, he's taking 28, 23 shots a game. And for the last 2 games, he put up 40-point performances and got us into the 60s. All right. One thing about the NBA is nobody has ever, well, I can't say ever because I guess when these guys like Wilt Chamberlain or whatever, but in today's era, nobody averages 42 points per season. All right. So there's going to come a time where this guy comes back down to earth. Good players will average like upper 20s. So I can see an upper 20s game for him. Maybe a line like this, 40s to low 50s. For 9K, if he ends me in the mid to low 40s, I would be a little bit disappointed. Plus, Indiana has been shutting down guards all year. They've been shutting down these guards. They're a very good coach. We saw last year, I believe their coach now is Dwayne Casey. And when he was coaching Toronto, they shut down guards as well. And then now they have some solid defenders in Oladipo, which I think is a better defender than DeMar DeRozan in them. And same thing, they're shutting down guards. I just don't feel like a 9,400 Damian Lillard is a wise play. That's my opinion. Not going to do it. He'll make 0% of my lineup. If I made 100, he'll probably make 0 of my 100. Just not going to go there. Stauskas, everybody was big on him after that game against the Lakers. But now his price has settled back down. It's a min price. Again, the same thing. He's a guard against this team. We know he got some 30-point upside. He did it twice already when he got minutes. But he doesn't seem to be getting the minutes. And I'm not quite sure if that's somewhere that I want to go right off the bat. On a big slate like this with so much value, I don't think Stauskas is someone that I'm eager to go put in my lineup. McCollum, y'all know I'm not going to play McCollum. 6K is starting to get to a price range where I could say, yes, consider McCollum. But it's not even just his price or my dislike for him from a fantasy point of view. It's really more has to do with the opponent today being the Pacers. And my thing is, man, let this guy continue to struggle, get his price down into the mid-5s, then he'll be in a good matchup. and then we'll attack it. We got to get him when he's sneaky. All right. But right now, I don't think I'm going to go CJ McCollum. And then the other person, Collins, depends on who you ask. We see that he's getting you 20s, 30s, 20s, high 20s for 3,900. That's what you want. You know the minutes are going to be there. Indiana is a smaller team in the front court, so I don't think they'll need his size. But he gets a lot of minutes, and we know that they don't really like to go Nurkic that much. It's him and Nurkic. So for that price, I think it's a nice play. I think that's probably my favorite Portland player for price per production-wise. I think that he'll get you minutes in the 20s. He'll get you fantasy points in the 20s. Nobody's really looking at him. So if you build a lineup, you got 3,900 left, and you're just looking for somebody to just throw in the lineup. He's probably the best sub 4K player on the slate. I'll check it out as I keep going. But for that 3,900, I don't see how you could go wrong. I mean, the lowest he's had is 16, which is over. For his price, no, that's not what we want. For this price, we want mid-20s. And he seems like he can get you there, man. The minutes are there for sure. The opportunity is there. I don't know. I'm not gonna pick him, but I like it. I like the play. Philly versus Atlanta. On the Philly side, Ben Simmons, 10K Ben Simmons, I'm good. Especially when Embiid is playing. Not to say that, I mean, what? His ceiling was 61. If you give us 61, I'm happy for that. But Atlanta, that's a good matchup for him. You know, I mean, teams are running all over Atlanta. I would use caution when playing with games that involve, and I'm going to say this right now, based on my observations early in the season. If a game involves Chicago, Atlanta, who else is on this slate, then I'm not even going to mess around with it. Chicago, Atlanta. I mean, Dallas balling. I'm talking about these tanking teams who's experimenting and they know they're not going to go anywhere and they're just doing weird stuff night in and night out. Their lineup will seem set, but then the game will start to be a big blowout and then they start doing weird things. Those are games that I would stay away from on these big slates. Trust me, because you don't want to have flipping Ben Simmons in your lineup at halftime. He got 40 fantasy points. So you're like, yeah, Ben Simmons, but his team is up by 30 points. And then second half, you get like 10 more from him, and that's it. You know what I mean? So Atlanta, these Atlanta games, some of these games that I'm looking at on TV, I'm not just going to pick with them. I'm not even going to mess with them. Atlanta and Chicago are 2 games. I'm just staying away from those type of games. So that's how I feel. So Ben Simmons is a little too pricey for that price. Fultz for 4,200. There's a couple people in that price range that I looked at. VONLEH on the Knicks, Ilyasova, Henson. These are guys that I like better tonight in that price range. But if you want to go there, go ahead, go for it. Redick, again, this is just a game I'm not interested in. If I was, I wouldn't really mess with Redick. A guy that I do see getting a lot of more run is Covington, Robert Covington. I mean, go for it. 10-game MP. We should have a good game here. He's in a good matchup. I'm just not excited to pull the plug on that. And then on the Atlanta side, you know I'm not excited to touch none of these dudes, right? Trae Young, I was big on him. I'm like, yes, he's facing Chicago. This is it. This is what you want, all right? 2 teams that play no defense whatsoever. Look at the score, 85-97. The game was just horrible. Everybody playing was horrible. It was painful to have any of these guys in the fantasy. I'm kind of pissed off because over the weekend I was talking on Twitter. I think I was talking to Gabe, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to stack the whole Chicago bench. I was gonna stack Blackney. What's this weird name? This guy named Arcidiaconu, whatever his name is. And all those dudes hit value, but I just couldn't do it because news started dropping, and I was like, oh yeah, AD is gonna be ruled out. So I jumped on the Mirotic and I did all this weird stuff, and it didn't work out. But if I would have stacked up on this Chicago bench like my gut feeling told me to, I probably still would have lost because the pay-ups that I would have been able to afford still didn't do too well. And that's the thing, when you get these big values, you start going for big names, and then the big names flop, your values do mediocre, and you're like sinking. You know what I mean? So that I would be very careful with these Atlanta, Chicago games. Just a little bit of a word of advice, all right? But no Trae Young for me. I don't want nobody from this game, man. No Bazemore. He hurt me. Taurean Prince, probably the best bet because he's the guy that seems to be benefiting the most on Atlanta. His usage rate is good. He's been consistent from a fantasy point of view, blowout or not. He seems to be in the 30s every game. So if I was to go here, I'll probably say TAUREAN Prince is my recommendation. But Deadman and Land, it's just a game I'm not interested in. I don't want to waste too much time. All right. So that's 2 games down. Let's keep it going. Let me check in with YouTube, see who's in here chopping it up with your boy. I got 43 viewers. My viewers are going up. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Daniel Sanchez, what's good, man? How you been? I'm here. I'm here. St. Case, yo, what's good? Late cook up. Yeah, man. I wait till the news drop before I come online and try to make predictions because so much can change. But all the news that I was waiting for, it's already out. So I could do something. Ali said, what up, dude? What's good? What's good? Lil Monster, what's popping? What's popping? Adams, what's good? Build a beer, let's get it. A-Town, let's get it. JL Win said, let's get this chicken. I'm working on a euro. J Jerk, what up? What up? Stay away from the Knicks also. Nah, I like VONLEH today. You've been cold the past few nights. Let's bounce back tonight. It's not me, it's these players, man. You got good players in good spots, blowouts. I don't see a lot of effort. It's like some teams know they're not gonna do nothing and they're like, whatever. The coach is playing experiment to see, okay, we tanking, we probably get a good draft pick. Who we gonna keep? Who we gonna get rid of? And they just playing around. They playing around. Mr. Doug White said, what's good? What's good? Zach Smith, I've been on a fat slump. Yeah, let's get out of that today, man. Dwayne Wesley was good. So much chalk tonight with Middleton and Ilyasova. I think I'm going to have to jump on that game, though. I'm not going to lie. Only because they undefeated, so they're going to want to protect that. And I feel like they're going to come out strong. And that's chalk that I think I like. I like min-price chalk. So, but last year, see, I'm a guy that I played DFS for so long that I think history repeats itself, right? If y'all remember last year, like we look at Chris Paul chalk. Last year, same situation, Chris Paul, he didn't do well. So I didn't jump on it the other night. But if we look at last year when Antetokounmpo missed the game, flipping Bledsoe and Middleton, they dropped 50 apiece. I don't know if y'all remember that, but they dropped 50 apiece. So why wouldn't I go there again today? And then Toronto's missing their star player and Kawhi, the best defender. All right. So I would probably be more afraid of I don't know. I'm not afraid of Bledsoe. I think they got, what's his name, starting at the 2. They what's the little point guard name? The little defender guy that I always like. I don't remember his name right now. And then who's gonna hold Middleton? Middleton is running. I like it, man. I like it. I like Lowry too. I like all that. So let's keep it going, man. Let's keep breaking it down and see what they got going on for us on this slate. Miami versus Sacktown. I like Miami today. All right, I like Miami today. The first person I like on Miami is Dragic. You can't go. As I'm building this lineup, I'm gonna put the safest players in my lineup versus players who I'm playing or who I like. I'm just gonna put the safe players. So this is a cash lineup where if you're in a 50-50, you should win. All right. I'm just gonna pull over the safe players. The first safe player is Goran Dragic. For 6K, we need about mid-30s from him. He's averaging mid-30s on this season. He had one game where he had 24, but that game was a blowout against the Knicks. I want to call it an anomaly. But other than that, he's been in the 30s. And he got into the 40s. He's still at home. The matchup is there. I don't see no reason not to play Goran Dragic. I think he's the first safe player that I came across today, all right? And then who else? McGruder has been giving me some good minutes, man. And I feel like, why not? He's not as safe anymore. Because I just don't feel like he's as safe as he's been. Because guys are coming back, right? They just gave Winslow a bunch of minutes, and Winslow performed very well. But he still got you into the 30s, but his price went up, and his usage is going to go down. So that's not a trend that we want to jump on, right? Because with Winslow back, how many minutes they gave Winslow? 20 minutes, all right? And Winslow did very well. So if you're telling me he's going to get another 20 minutes, that's a nice little sleeper. Consider some Winslow, guys. Consider some Winslow. Very low own, nobody looking at him. Good matchup. His minutes should be creeping up. I mean, he just came back from an injury, so they might still be cautious with him, but they need him. They got Waiters and Johnson out. McGruder is staying in the starting lineup, so be very keep your eye out for Winslow, all right? No Tyler Johnson. I read today that they're gonna drop his minutes. They don't like what he's doing, and guys are getting healthy, so he's about to be faded out the rotation. I think a Jimmy Butler trade is coming here in Miami because as the guys are getting healthy, I think Miami's ready to pull the plug, and they got people that that Minnesota might want. It will suck to see Jay Richardson go, and that sounds like who Minnesota really wants. But with the emergence of McGruder playing just as well, I would look out for that for sure. And then Kelly O. A lot of people like Kelly O. I heard his name in a lot of blogs. See, the way I do, I make my lineups before the blogs, and I overlooked Kelly O. But as I start listening to people's videos and whatever on the internet, it sounds like a lot of people are on Kelly O. I would say be careful. He just had 2 games, right, in which he both played 30 minutes. In one game, he put out 26, and the other one 35. For 5K, anywhere in between there is good for me personally. The matchup is there. We know Sacramento bigs tend to kill them. But maybe it's a Whiteside night. We know Whiteside got some 50 points, 46-point upside. And it's what's the guy named down there? CAULEY-STEIN. So maybe it's a Whiteside night. That's a situation for 7-7. I don't know if I'm ready to pick on Whiteside tonight with what's going on with these news. But Kelly O is a decent play for that price. I don't think he can do you too much wrong. I think he's pretty safe for a 25-point floor, especially if he gets to start again. So Kelly O is someone that I would say, okay, yeah, I could dig it. You know what I mean? Let's check out Sacramento. D Fox, his price 6'6". He's averaging 6 times that. He only had like 1 game really where he slumped, right? It was against Denver, which seems to be playing good defense. Otherwise, he's been consistent in the 30s. I don't see why not. He's the same price as DRAGIC. I like DRAGIC more for a little cheaper. He's the same price as Bledsoe. Bledsoe, we already know what's going on there. So I didn't really get to D Fox tonight, but it's a good pivot if you want to say, okay, that game might blow out, or if you just want to get away from the chalk, or if you're a shark and you're building multiple lineups and you just want somewhere to go, I would say D Fox. Give D Fox a shout. My favorite play from this game, though, Buddy Hield. I mean, another guy, he's getting you 30 on a consistent basis for 5K. You definitely want to give him a look there. It's just that Miami, I know it's green right here right now, but they play better defense than what this is displaying for us. All right, so especially on the 2 and the 3s, they play defense. Tyler Johnson, I don't know why they numbers are like this, but they play defense. All right, but I do like this kid right here, B. Helix. So the reason I like him is because he's a very athletic power forward, and that's Miami's weakness. Is athletic power forwards. 5K, he just flashed a 50-point upside, but don't take that with a grain of salt. It was flipping Washington, where every big has been killing Washington. So we don't want to chase that. Washington and Phoenix, we don't want to chase that. Right? Denver plays very good D down there, so I could use that 16-point effort. New Orleans, I don't know what happened. It was a blowout, 20-point blowout. He didn't get the minutes. But other than that, he's been pretty safe, man. And he got some upside. He's been balling. I watched that game the other day. I like Bielitsa. He did make one of my lineups. I got 3 lineups tonight, and I got him in 1. I got Bielitsa, and I think I don't know if I took him out. I think I held on to him. I hope I did. I hope I held on to him. It's a lot of chalk chasing tonight, and I think the chalk is real. Yeah, he did survive my lineup right here. So this is like my stairway. Well, I can't call it stairway. I got Bledsoe and Middleton. I got Drew and Mirotic. I got some DJ, some Ilyasova. And then I got some Bielitsa and DRAGIC in this lineup right here that I was working on. So I do like Bielitsa. I think he's pretty good. I think you can't go wrong. And then you got Willie Cauley-Stein for 6K. I would exercise a little bit of caution. Again, anybody could do this against Washington, Memphis. But then when you get to tougher matchups down, I think Whiteside can contain him personally. I'm just not excited for Willie Cauley tonight like I was against Washington. And that's about it. New York versus Brooklyn on the New York side of the ball. Trae Young for 5K. No, sir. Frank Ntilikina. No, sir, not for me. I guess, he just put up 23, so people might be looking at him, but I'm not chasing that. I watch next game. I know better. Dotson is probably my favorite play here, but his price is starting to get to what he's been doing, and it's time to sell. Sell high, buy low on that. But VONLEH, I think, is pretty safe now that he's in the starting lineup. He's going to be the second person I enter in as safe, what we consider safe tonight, right? For that, we just want mid-20s from him. He's averaging 21, which is over 5 times. He's in the starting lineup now. They've been starting him, and that's why I'm really interested in him. Well, he started against the Warriors. They said they were going to try to make the lineup defensively minded, and I think the coach was satisfied. They went toe-to-toe with Golden State for 3 full quarters, and then KD caught fire. This score is not indicative of what happened in that game. So if anytime this guy get 20-plus minutes, you see 25, 27, even in 16 minutes, he could flash some 30-point upside. So I'm going to throw him over as a safe play. I love Noah Vonleh. I'm going to throw him in there as a safe play. I think people are sleeping, all right? And then we could check out Brooklyn. Oh, the rest of the Knicks, my bad. Tim Hardaway for 7K. Why? Why? Just leave him alone. I mean, and he had a scare the last game. He hit his leg. And I thought he tore ACL or something. The way he was banging on the hardwood, it looked a little scary. Yeah, he had a big opening night game. People thought this was his breakout season. But since then, he hasn't really impressed me much. And the coach is not really too happy with his game. Rightfully so. I'm not really a big Tim Hardaway fan. Then we could look at some KANTER, who's complaining. He's actually complaining about minutes, saying that he wants more. It's a salary year for him, contract year. And he wants the opportunity to show the world that he's still a good player, so he can get a good contract. But 7.5K, I'm not going there. I'm just not interested in that. All right. Then we're gonna look at some Brooklyn. New York's playing good defense though, and the coach is big on defense. That's why he's switching up the starting lineup. So the only player on Brooklyn I would really look at and give some strong consideration is CARIS LEVERT. He's averaging 6 times for his price. Every single game he comes out, he gives you a 30-point effort. He got some 40-point upside. I don't think it gets any safer than this. This Cleveland game was a mega blowout, and not quite sure. He shot 5 for 12. Now he's shooting 18 and 23 times. So as the game goes on, he's getting more confidence. He's taking more shots. If you want to stay away from the chalk and you want a nice, safe play today, give CARIS LEVERT some attention, right? Ed Davis got back down to earth against Golden State, but I would take that with a grain of salt. Golden State is an opponent that would just run you out the gym. Other than this, he's giving you 20s consistently for just about 4K. I think that's good. I don't know if I'm ready to go there, but I like Ed Davis. I like CARIS LEVERT. This Allen kid started off good, man. I mean, the minutes today, I just don't know. He's not getting in foul trouble, but he's safe for 5 times value. You know you're going to get around 25. It's just that upside's not really there for him. I like the kid, though. I think he got a lot of potential. So definitely give him a look as well. All right. Let's see what's going on here. Lowry, I'm right with you, bro. Bledsoe, Middleton, 50-point game. Yeah, they did it already. So why can't they do it again? When I tell y'all to stay away from certain chalk, it's not only that they chalk, even though I think being chalk is a curse, but it's from the history of me playing DFS. That Chris Paul bust the other day was so obvious. I was yelling it to everybody, please don't play Chris Paul, because when Chris Paul was on the Clippers and Blake Griffin got injured, he wasn't putting up 9K, 10K price numbers. But let's get off of that. It's a new slate, right? Bledsoe and Middleton, I think, is a good pair in every lineup tonight. I think that they got the potential to put up 50 apiece, trying to protect that lose-less record that they got, okay? Do you look at Vegas totals when you make your lines? Not a lot, man, because the other day, those things can be a little bit misleading. It could be a little misleading. I can't say I do, to be honest. I don't really look at them too much. Sometimes. Mamba says, what's up? I like Jay Rich. Jay Rich is cool. Brook Lopez could get a lot more shots up. Henson. I like Henson tonight. Henson been consistent with Antetokounmpo. Why? They're going to need bigs now, right? Because they could always go smaller with Antetokounmpo. Now they have to start Ilyasova, so he's the first one off the bench. He's going to get minutes. They don't really have that many bigs. So I would say more Henson than Brook Lopez. But when Brook Lopez three-pointer gets going, then they can't stop it. Might have to fade Bledsoe. That's a tough fade, man. Lowry has been pretty good defense. Yeah, Lowry plays D, but I've seen point guards light him up already this year, so I can't really say I'm afraid of his defense. I like DSJ, Dennis Smith Jr. He's all right. I could touch on that when I get to that game, but I don't love him. Love Bledsoe. Yeah, I love Bledsoe and Middleton tonight. I like that team a lot. I got a nice little stack on that game with Henson, Ilyasova, Bledsoe, and Middleton. You stack those four, you should be good. Van Negro, he said, what's up, peeps? Hope y'all been in the green. I've been in and out of the green. I ain't gonna lie. I got a couple 300 points, but LEVERT safe. Mitchell is another one of my lineups. No more Knicks other than those two. Not even Mitchell for me. Malevolent Elephant. What about Ilyasova? Yeah, I love Ilyasova tonight. Love Ilyasova. Every NBA DFS player knows that. Come on, Jameson. Don't be harsh in my chat. This chat is about love and positive energy. And I don't want to have to exclude anyone for any kind of negative vibe. Let's keep it positive, man. Maybe I should play Vonleh and Ilyasova. I had them in a that's a nice pair. Pair that up. My Bucks gonna feast tonight. That's a fact. You got those 4 Bucks in one lineup? I do. I got Bledsoe. Let me check it out. I got Bledsoe. I got 3 lineups. Let me see if I got Henson. Where's my Henson? I got Henson, Ilyasova, Middleton, and Bledsoe. Then I got some Jimmy, Kyle, Drew, and Dragic. I don't see how that one could fail, man. I'm not gonna lie, that one looking pretty good. Siakam, yeah, I'm not in love. I'm not in love with that. Let's keep it going though. Let's keep breaking it down. Chicago versus Golden State is a game that I'm fading. Chicago don't have a clue. Golden State got it together. This one should get out of hand, but people might say, well, Golden State played the Knicks and the Nets, but those are 2 teams that's been playing real good defense. And they blow both. They just toyed with them until 4th quarter and they light them up. I don't think Chicago has the firepower. Levine is not going to do it. I'm really staying away from this game, right? But I like this Arcidiacono dude. I like what he's been doing. When stuff get out of hand, they throw him in the game. When he gets in the game, he throws up shots, and he does pretty well. He's probably my favorite Bulls player. He just dropped a 30 bomb for that 3K. You want that, right? But why chase? We see a lot of 15, 13, 14s. He showed another 26, which would be great, but I don't feel like I got to go there tonight. So I'm not going to go there tonight, all right? Zach LaVine is going to have to try his best for 7,800. I'm not going there. A lot of people keep playing this kid. He paid them off over the weekend, but I'm not going to trust him to do it again. Nah, not against Golden State. I'm going to stay away from this Wendell Carter guy. I'm going to stay away from this game, period. When we look at Golden State, I like Steph Curry and I like Kevin Durant, but they're both 10K a piece, and I'm not sure I'm ready to stomach that price tag. Other than those 2, Klay Thompson getting cheaper and cheaper, we know that he's due. He's due for a big game. It might be Klay night. They might say, you know what? That's how they act down there, man. They real cocky in Golden State right now. So they might say KD and Steph again. Let's give Klay Thompson some shots tonight. He'll probably light them up for a 40 bomb for that price. So if you got a good feeling about Klay, go ahead and play some Klay. But I'm really not into this game like that. I'm going to just keep it moving. Then the chalk game of the night, Milwaukee. All right. I can't stress this enough. Bledsoe is $200 away from being in the 5K range. He's 6,100. His usage will increase. He's going up against quote unquote Lowry defense. And let's talk about the Lowry defense. Okay, let's see who they have played so far. All right, with good point guards. They played John Wall, and then they played Dennis Smith Jr. Right. I know Dennis Smith. What Dennis Smith did against them? Let me check it out. Let me see what Dennis Smith did against this great defense, Toronto. What happened? I thought, let me see. I'm bugging. I'm just really trying to show that Lowry, Dennis Smith ain't played on this game. Must have been. I'm pretty sure a lot of point guards been having success against him. I'm not really scared of his defense. It's crazy. I love Bledsoe tonight. All right, simple. Love Bledsoe, love Middleton. That's the drive. Brogdon. I like Brogdon quite a bit. 4,600. With Antetokounmpo, he's been in the 20s quite a bit. Got some 30-point upside for 4,600. I think he should eat. I don't see why not. I like this whole team, man, because the thing is, right? Everybody price is low and Giannis price is high. It's for a reason because Giannis gets the most usage on that team. So they put his price high because it's his team, right? DraftKings didn't know that he wasn't going to play. So they didn't really adjust everybody's price accordingly. The next game, if he's out again in the concussion protocol, you're going to see guys like Middleton, 7,800, Bledsoe, 7,800. But this game, we got them on discounts, and the whole DFS world is taking advantage of it. You don't want to be in a tournament or a cash game thing, and these guys going off, and you was like, well, I want to fit in, and you lose. You know what I mean? So you really want to just take advantage of the discount for those two guys. All right. Now let's go about this Henson guy that I just really like tonight. For 3,800, he's been 4 times value every game except for 1 or 2. And he's playing minutes in the teens. Today, he might get into the 20s. When he's in the 20s, he's getting you upper 20s. Henson is a steal for this price. Again, there's no Giannis. All these guys get increased usage. Him and Ilyasova, the same could be said for both. Ilyasova is starting. We know what Ilyasova could do. He got a jump shot. So he's going to pull the centers outside to the periphery. That's why I like Lowry, too, because Lowry's going to rack up a lot of rebounds tonight as well. So I like this game. I think this is a very stackable game. It's going to be very interesting, very fun. All right, I hope it's on TV. Let me see what's the TV games tonight. Especially if it's on TV. You're like, yeah, you want that. If it's on TV, it's a no-brainer. These guys let me see what's on TV tonight. Oh, Lakers, and then who's on just one game? Lakers, and that's it. And they're not even on national TV. It's not a great night for TV, but I guess. All right, so that's it. I like Ilyasova, Bledsoe, Middleton, Henson, Brogdon. All those guys, their price are too cheap for their usage and what they're going to be called upon to do tonight. You want to attack that. You want to get your hands in that pot. For this lineup's sake, I am just going to pair up the 2. That's obvious for now, right? Throw some Bledsoe in there, and then throw some Middleton in there. Because we know that we're going to need those 2. All right, and then everything else, right now I'm just building a safe lineup with people that I think are mega, super safe, no too high. I'm not going to put any high-price guy. I'm not going to put any low-price guy. I'm going to put all these mid-price guys that's safe. And the cash lineup you should eat, all right? Let's check out Toronto. Lowry, like I said, there's no Kawhi. When Kawhi's out, he takes over. He's been playing great. He's happy. He's comfortable. But Danny Green is who I like. I had Danny Green in my lineup the other day. And he went for like 30 points. And then against Charlotte, he did. With no Kawhi, they're going to need him to do more. If he's scoring in the double digits, he's in the upper 20s and 30s. I don't see why you would not play Danny Green tonight. I think he's super safe. I'm going to pull him over for now. I don't know if I'll end up playing him, but he's safe. You can look at him. And then no Anunoby either. Yeah, you got to definitely look at some Danny Green tonight. And then I like Valanciunas. I got him in one of my lineups. For 5K, outside of Lowry, Danny Green, who else are they going to call upon for offense, right? For offense, they're going to need him to shoot. He's going to take shots in the teens today. And whenever he does that, he's around 30. He got some 40-point upside. I think he's pretty safe, man. I like Valanciunas tonight. I like Valanciunas. I like Danny Green from this game. I don't see how those two could fail. The thing with Valanciunas is even if they don't give him the minutes, in 17 to 20 minutes, he'll still put up 30. Especially in a game like this with no big, long Giannis to disrupt them, really. You gotta look at some Valanciunas, man. You gotta look at some Valanciunas and love it. Love me some Valanciunas tonight, all right? All right, let's see. CJ McCollum for the low, I'm good. I'm good off of that. Clay usually lights up Chicago. Like I said, I think Clay's a little sneaky. What about Swiper the Fox in the 6K range? If you're talking about Sacramento Fox, I like him, but I don't love him. But I think it's a good play. He's been consistent. Klay Thompson hasn't hit for more than 1 3-point shot yet. Exactly. Do you like Murray? I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there and speak about it. Smith was out that game. He definitely was. Toronto's in the bottom 12 against point guard. Bledsoe all day. Love Bledsoe. Chicago don't have a clue. That's a fact. Jokic without AD. Jokic is in play. This price I'm not in love with. Got to be different and make a line fading that chalk Bucks. You can't really fade that game today, man. I'm telling you. You can't. I know I don't like chalk, but you can't fade that. You can't fade that. What about Dotson? Nah, no Dotson for me today. What you think about Teague? I like Teague, but I don't think I'm going there. I don't think Joke is going to play enough. Yeah. Danny Green seems like a guy that plays better at home. I could dig it. He only plays well with Kawhi. I could dig it. Yeah, I made a lineup with Jonas Valanciunas and Lowry. I like that. Talk like this guy. Yeah, I don't know about him tonight. Man, these dudes at Fantasy Last NBA Twitter had me heated last night, announcing Steve Adams being out 2 minutes after lock. And then in my contest, a lot of Sharks had Noel. Yeah, I'm not even going to talk about that. I'm going to keep the energy positive. I don't want to get upset. But that's fishy, man. That's fishy. A lot of high-priced guys on the Thunder, like they knew. But we only get to know after it was too late. So whatever. LOL, stack it one, fade it another. That's smart. That's smart. But I'm going to stack it on both because I just know that somebody got to be on the floor. And those guys are too cheap. You can't fade that game tonight, same case. I don't think you can fade that game tonight. Let's keep it going. Minnesota versus Lakers on the Minnesota side. Guards against Lakers are a thing. Especially that they talking about, I don't know, guards against Lakers, period. Jeff Teague, we can excuse this 11-point game. They all played like crap. They got routed. They lost by 30 points. So if we take that away and we're looking for 6 times value, why not play Teague? If he gets 30 minutes, he's going to get 30 points. Something that has been consistent for him. So I definitely like Teague tonight. Yeah, I like Teague tonight. And there's no Wiggins or he's questionable or whatever. I don't see how you could go wrong with Teague. A lot of people looking at Jimmy Butler. I think Teague's pretty safe, man. I'll consider some Teague. 5K Teague sounds like a steal to me. All right, D Rose for 5K. It's a little expensive. The upside's not there. The upside's not there that I'm looking for. Just a Koji guy. If Wiggins is out, I know he just disappointed you, quote unquote. But again, that game was a blowout. He shot 2 for 10. Even if he shots 4 for 14, he still seems to do well. So we get him 4K. I'm not in a rush for that, especially with the value tonight. I don't think he's the safest play, but he's someone to look at. If Wiggins missed, look at Tolliver, guys. Tolliver has really shined in the 2 games with no Wiggins. For that min price, getting minutes in the 20s, putting up 20, 23, and 23. Tolliver is sneaky. Anything is good against the Lakers. So Tolliver, if you're doing stars and scrub, consider yourself some Tolliver. All right. KARL-ANTHONY Towns should do well, but guess what? Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. I'm not playing no damn KARL-ANTHONY Towns. You crazy? I think he's a bum. He sucks. He's trash. No. And oh, all right, let's keep it going. Rajon Rondo, no for me. Ingram coming back for 6K. I'm not really interested. No Lonzo. I'm not really interested in too many Lakers in this game. Maybe some Josh Hart. I like Josh Hart. He started, but he struggled. He only shot 3 for 10. But again, it's hard to have a read on this game, man. Someone will do well. I just don't know who. LeBron for 11K if you about that life. I'm not really interested in this game. They're on TV. You know, when they're on TV, they scrutinize and they tend to do well. But with Ingram coming back, what happened is that guys are coming back slowly, right? But in their absence, other guys got overpriced. All right. So Rondo, his price went down. I think it's a Rondo night, man. San Antonio kind of held him in check, but I think Minnesota, he should be back into the 30s. But for 6K, I'm not really in a rush to go there. And 6K Ingram coming back, the team doing well without him. I don't know how they're going to use him. I heard that in an interview, he's like, nah, I'm definitely starting. There's no way I'm coming off the bench. But even before he went out, we didn't get anything spectacular from him. So why are we expecting anything spectacular from him today? I'm good. All right. Lonzo and Rondo kind of cancel each other out. Lance Stevenson is probably my favorite Laker, who seems to be hot. The team likes him. They're feeding him. But again, with Ingram back, how many minutes is going to be available for this guy? We just don't know. We just don't know. He's on TV, so we might get Showtime Lance, but it's kind of hard, man. It's kind of hard. If it's anything, I do like JaVale because JaVale is playing against Karl-Anthony Towns, who plays no defense, who's lackadaisical out there. We can excuse this 22 and see that he's in the 30s consistently. So I like JaVale McGee, but I just don't like that his price they finally want to put him where he belongs. A 6K JaVale has asthma or whatever, and we don't know how many minutes we're gonna get from him. It's a little bit risky. It's a little bit risky, so I'm not in a rush. I'm off of this game. I'm not really too excited about it. All right, San Antonio. Forbes seems to be consistent and safe, but for that price, I'm not really feeling. I'm not big on him. I like DeRozan a lot, only because, for one, they're at home. Indiana was a tough matchup, and he didn't do too well. The other matchups, he did well, except for Indiana. So if we want to excuse him for a game, I think he'll put up 30 again today. I don't see why not. Dallas defense kind of iffy. I like DeRozan, but he's a price up guy. A nice fade from the Butlers and the Middletons and whatever. I think I got DeRozan in one of my lineups, so I loved. That's my favorite Spur, to say the least. My second favorite Spur that I think is super safe that you must give some consideration to is my guy Rudy Gay. People are overlooking Rudy Gay. I don't know why. Rudy's going to get you minutes in the 30s. He's going to be in the mid-30s. I'm just going to pump the brakes because he only had one good game against the Lakers, who plays no defense. So I don't want to really just go crazy and say, yeah, I'm going to lock him in. But I love Rudy Gay for that 5K price. I think he can reward you for those numbers. And then Aldridge, also into consideration. That's about it. On the Dallas side of the ball, I did roster DeAndre Jordan in my lineup. Coming into the season, I was a little bit iffy on DJ, but how can I be iffy on DJ when DJ is balling? DJ is balling out of control. Nobody's going to be looking to pay $7,400 for him today. And I'm telling you guys, pay $7,400 because he is getting up only 5 shots a game, but still getting you in the 50s. What happens if he gets up 10 and 11 shots? I think he should do well. I think he rebounds the ball pretty well. Look at his rebounds. Only one game, less than 15 rebounds, and he still got you in the 50s. So he's pretty safe, man. I love DJ, man. I love DJ tonight. I love my favorite Dallas is DJ tonight. You really don't have a backup. They're not gonna diss him up and give Powell more minutes. You know what I mean? Kleber and these guys. Just play DJ and play him with confidence, man. I got him in one of my lineups. I'm not gonna take him out. I think that's my low own play when everybody has got the same lineup. DJ drop a little 50 bomb for me or mid 40s. He'll elevate me against the competition tonight. So I got DJ. I love DJ, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. Denver versus New Orleans. A lot of people talking about Jamal Murray, but be careful, all right? Jrue Holiday plays pretty good defense. If you look at guards against Denver, period, is a thing. Why? Because Elfrid Payton starts at the point guard spot for them, right? And that's a easy matchup for anybody. Elfrid Payton does not play any defense. But when you look at the 2 guard now, they're a better defensive team because Jrue Holiday plays defense. Problem is Elfrid Payton is out, so they might move Jrue Holiday to the 1 spot. If that happens tonight, you got to be careful with Jamal Murray. And even consider yourself some Gary Harris. For $6,200, I'm not crazy to go get Gary Harris, but I like him a little better. I did like Jamal Murray initially, but on further, when I looked at the slate a little more carefully, I think that's going to be a trap tonight. People are going to be like, oh, guards against New Orleans. They're going to want to jump on him for that price, and I think it might be a trap, all right? Shout out to DFS Little Monster. He was talking about Monte Morris the other night, and I kind of overlooked this guy. But that's probably one of my favorite value play coming off of this Denver team because with no Barton, this guy's been getting a lot of minutes, and he's been super in a DFS point of view, all right? For 4, we just won mid-20s. All 3 games, he's been in the mid-20s. Against the Lakers, he flashed a 40-point. And that's another reason why you want to look at Teague, man. You got guys like this going off for 40 points against the Lakers point guard. So You want to definitely consider some Teague tonight and do it with some confidence, man. Do it with some confidence. What else we got here? Gary Harris. Oh, somebody was talking about Jokic. We could talk about some Millsap, but why? I'm good off Millsap. That's a good price for him though, but I'm just good off him. I don't really see to go there. Jokic for 10K. We need about 60. New Orleans with no AD down there. It seems like when I don't know. I'm not gonna pay 10K for Jokic on a slate like tonight. I think it's a little bit too much personally. So I'm gonna stay away from that situation like that. And that's the end of the slate, man. I'm gonna look at YouTube. I'm gonna fix up this nice little cash lineup I put together for y'all. I'm gonna see. We could take out what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just take out one player that I think is the least of my favorite. It'll probably be Danny Green or VONLEH. It'll be one of these two I'm gonna take out. And then I'm gonna just put one of the high price guys in there. I'm gonna pick my favorite one in that price range. I'm gonna make it do what it do. But in the meantime, let's check out some YouTube and see what they talking about on here. Yeah. WB, I don't know who that is. They can both ball, can't lie. There's Sylvan Henson in that range too. What about the Kings PF Bjelica? I love Bjelica. Bjelica isn't one of my lineups. I made 3 lineups that I'm gonna play tonight. And I got Bjelica in which one? This one right here with DJ. Nice little sneaky lineup. I got the Chalk, Bledsoe, and Middleton. Then I got some Bjelica and DJ. I threw some Drew and Mirotic. Ooh, I like that. Some Goran, Dragic. So this is my nice little sneaky lineup today. I do got a little bit of Bjelica, so that's definitely a good call. Love me some Bjelica. Bjelica's been balling, man. He can shoot. He'll get you rebounds. He'll play a little defense. You like Kelly O if he gets to start? I don't love him, but I like him. I like him a little more than a little bit. Where's your bankroll? I've been taking my bread out between that and just losing. I'm not going to front like I've been winning, but I've been taking bread. I don't really keep bread in there like that because my little savings account accrue interest, so I'd rather keep it there than to keep it on DraftKings. Make a couple cents on the dollar. Why does your balance say 0 at the top right, man? All right. Watch that if you want to. Who is the best center tonight? To me, it's DJ, man. All things considering, without chasing value and just looking at pure centers for price, I like DJ. If it wasn't DJ, I would say, I don't know, DJ. DeAndre Jordan for me. A bit sketchy when you're giving us advice when you're balanced. See, that's the second negative energy you brought to my chat, man. Chill out, man. Why you lay off the man? Jeez, word. Price up, no Lance. Yeah, no Lance for me. I'm running from that chalk. With Davis and Giannis out, who you reaching up for with these ham and egg picks? With Golden State players overpriced, this is a balanced lineup night. I agree. Last year, Pelican gave up a lot of points to the wings. Gary Harris looking nice. I think Harris can be sneaky, man. I like Harris. Fade in the Lakers game. Too many great options on the slate. I would say fade Lakers because their price is a little lopsided. Guys are too high because of suspensions and stuff like that. Siakam and Green are great plays. I agree. If KANTER get the start, would you play DJ over him? Yes. I'm not playing KANTER. I live here in New York and I see what's going on. KANTER is really not in their plans right now. I could tell they're going to let KANTER walk and they're worried about getting guys experience to see who they're going to leave in there with. Porzingis when he gets healthy. It sounds like they're trying to see if they can make a real push for KD. And I just don't see KANTER in their future plans. I'm not big on KANTER for the rest of the season. Not right now. Unless somebody else goes down. I'm just not big on KANTER right now. I've noticed with this guy, if he wins, he will go live right after the game boasting. All right, this is enough for me. I can't do this no more. All right. Why would anyone glow? Yeah, LOL, quit hating. You have to here. Alfonso McKinney. Who is that? Let's check him out. Sometimes you might Alfonso. Let's see who's Alfonso. 3K plays for Golden State. Well, he just had a big game or something. Nah, not for me. I'm good. I never even heard of the guy. I'm good to go. Felicio Keeben 6 times every game. Yeah, I like Felicio. I like Felicio. I like Felicio. I mean, he's mint price and he keeps getting you like 18 to 20, 18. So I don't love him. He don't got the upside that I look for when I'm picking players, but I definitely like him. OLYNYK or Winslow? I will go OLYNYK. I will go OLYNYK only because I will go OLYNYK personally. Going with Dotson. Good luck with that. Please get this. Yeah, no hate in there, man. I don't want to address. I'm not putting too much energy on that right now. And that's it. So let's touch up on this line before I get off for the stream and see what I want to do. So if I take out VONLEH, I got 9,100. If I take out Danny Green, I got 10.6. Those are the two guys I'm considering. So 91 to 10.6. Let's see what's in that area. For 10.4, we could get KD. I'm not really too crazy about that coming down. If I take out VONLEH, how much I said I got? 891. For DeRozan, I think I could do that because I do love DeRozan today, and I've been raving about how much I love DeRozan. So let's see if I can make that work. Who would I put? Oh, perfect, it works. So boom, I'll take out him like that. I would throw Middleton. Oh nah, Middleton don't play power forward. He's 2 and 3. I don't have a power forward in his line, so I can't do this. So let's throw back VONLEH. VONLEH made it because I got power forwards, right? It have to be Danny Green in this situation. And Danny Green don't have that crazy upside that we like, right? Jeff Teague, we know, got some 40s in him when he's ready. Middleton, Van, all these guys got the 30s in him when he's ready. LEVERT. I'm holding on to LEVERT. Let me see, 10. 11.3. How much is LeBron? You see, if LeBron was $100 cheap, I would take LeBron right here. I ain't gonna lie. Only because that's my favorite play up today on TV. It's LeBron. I think LeBron would do good today for that price, but with those guys coming back anyway, I'm not big on that. But LEVERT, let me see, 10, 11.3. Still nothing there for me. So I'm gonna hold on to LEVERT, which I think is super safe. Thing with LEVERT though, for that price, yeah, I don't think the upside is right where I want it to be. It's not right where I want it to be. But he's safe. He's a cash game kind of guy. He's not gonna disappoint you on any night. So LEVERT should be good. Let me hold on to him. Let me see. Let me take out Danny Green for now. All right. We got 9,600. See what we could do here. So I mean, I could still go DeRozan or Lillard. I don't love Lillard, man. I think Lillard get tamed today, man. But it's Lillard. He's smashing through. What tough matchups he's been in so far, right? He had a very good matchup against the Lakers, and he still only gave you 45. San Antonio's been giving it up to guards. He only gave you 45. So I'm not big on Lillard tonight. Honestly, I'm not big on Lillard. I'm big on DeRozan, though. I throw some DeRozan in there. I throw some DeRozan in there at home. So Teague, DeRozan, Middleton, Valanciunas, VONLEH, LEVERT, Bledsoe, Dragic. And then you got $500. I mean, with me, I'll probably let this $500 go only because how safe all these guys is. Maybe some Jeff Teague with all that other stuff going on. Might want to upgrade some Jeff Teague. See what they give us, 5800. But the Lakers been so suspect. But Teague is not like one of the go-tos for his team. You know what I mean? He's not the go-to. When we look at that price range, though, none of these guys showed me a higher upside. No Parker, no Ingram. I don't see more upside than Teague here. Ingram might have a safer floor than Teague, but nah, I'll keep Teague over Ingram. Dunn, Reddick, Rudy, Lonzo. Yeah, so none of these guys have a better upside than Teague. So Dennis Smith going against San Antonio for 5K. I think so. Especially that I love DJ so much tonight. I think Dennis Smith over Teague. You get the same floor, the same kind of production, and it is the Spurs who seems to be playing good defense down here, but Dennis Smith Jr. getting minutes in the 30s. Let me see. if he had any tough matchup at guard so far. He hasn't really been challenged too much. Let me see what type of challenge Teague overcame. See, Teague still dropped 30 on this Lowry defense that y'all speak of. He went to Indiana and still got me 30 in that tough matchup down there. He went to San Antonio and put up 38. So I'm going to hold on to Teague. I'm not going to take out Teague. I'm not taking out Middleton. Let me see. For Valanciunas, somebody for 56, same story. I'm not going to touch him. LEVERT, somebody for 69. Let me see if there's anybody up there that screams at me. Over LEVERT. No Richardson, no. I mean, you could look at Drew Holiday. I mean, he got a tough matchup, right? But all things considered, you know, he's chalky tonight. So if you want to stay away from the chalk, I would say keep LEVERT. But Drew Holiday got that upside. So I think it's wise to say throw some Drew Holiday over LEVERT. That might be safe. That might be a safe thing to do if you want to just spend all your money in this lineup. You know what I mean? If you want to spend some money, yeah. Let's put Middleton up and then some Drew. The one with the chalk. It's a real chalky lineup. Y'all know how I feel about that, but I mean, I love it. I love this one right here. And then some Drew Holiday. Boom. It's the lineup from what I see. DRAGIC, Bledsoe, Middleton, VONLEH, Jonas, Drew, DeRozan, Jeff Teague. Play that with confidence. Play that with confidence. All right. Now let me see. Let me take some last comments before I get out of here. Henson or Illy. It depends on your budget. If you have to go one over the other, go to starter. Why would you go Henson over Ilyasova? Henson or Ilyasova score more than Henson, but if you can't afford Ilyasova and you love your lineup, you got Henson type of money. I don't hate him. I got him in a couple lineups. Anyone like Bagley? Nah, I don't like Bagley over Bjelica. I don't love that. Is Bledsoe a must play? I think so, man. I think so. I think so tonight. He is, yeah. I got Lowry, Middleton, and Drew in all lineups. That's what's up. That's good. I had Morris and DJ in my lineup I made last night. I'm glad you like them tonight, too. What you think about Harrison Barnes? Oh, I was going to play Harrison Barnes last night. I like Harrison Barnes. Let's take a look at some Harrison Barnes. I like Harrison Barnes. From last year, we know that Harrison Barnes has been consistent, nice two-way player. He's only 5K. In a couple games, he's been back. Against Utah, he struggled. Against Toronto, those are tough matchups, man. Those are tough matchups. He shot 3 for 13. So is he going to keep shooting that poor? I like Harrison Barnes. For 5K, I don't know if I'm going to rush to play him tonight, but I think he's a nice low-owned player tonight that you can give some look to. Teague way too cheap. Yeah, I love Teague, especially against the Lakers. Forbes won't get over 23 points. Ersan getting 35, possibly. McGee versus Cat is barbecue chicken. Go for it, man. I just don't know how many minutes they're going to give McGee. And what if they decide? I don't know. I think you're right. I like McGee. You know I love McGee. I just don't love a 6K McGee, though. I don't know if I love a 6K McGee. That line is super safe. Yeah, that's what I say. If you're into 50-50s, run that line in a 50-50. I don't think you can lose with that. Love it. You think VONLEH will get more minutes, though? Yes. He's starting. He's in the starting lineup. And with minutes, VONLEH always shine. As a Knicks, not a Knicks fan, but as a guy that live here and watch a lot of Knicks and watch the news and listen to a lot of beat writers, I like VONLEH. VONLEH is super safe. You can't go wrong. All right, so that's it for me, man. Go ahead, like the video, subscribe if you haven't, hit the bell so you can know when I'm going live, when I make videos. And good luck tonight, guys. I think tonight's a night where we do well. All right, peace.